Hey Libra, this is your monthly reading. We are doing your monthly tarot reading for September 2023, and this is for Libra sun or rising sign. Yeah, I'm feeling a second one. All right. So, all right, we have the first and the sixth house. Interesting. Let's put these over to the side. And we are, if this is your first time joining me in these videos, welcome. Thanks for being here. We are going to be looking at, these are more extensive readings. I do bi-weekly readings as well, but these are looking at the overall month. So we are taking a look at the beginning, middle, and end of the month and what kind of, that doesn't happen often. What kind of prominent, my nail hit it, what kind of prominent challenge is coming through, and what kind of spiritual advice do we actually also have coming through for you. So, not that one, okay. I just realized that my camera might be just slightly off. There we go. All right, so that's the beginning and middle of the month, and we are looking at the end of the month, the challenge, and the spiritual advice. Okay, here we go, Libra. So, normally I only pick one house for how we're going to focus in the reading. So, each house in astrology, if you're not familiar, represents a different area of life. And so these cards actually point to which area of life this is more focused on. It's interesting because, yeah, they're still very self-focused in a way, not in a bad way. First house is definitely about like your body, your physical appearance, your character, how you navigate life. It's really very much about you. It's the house of you. It's, in fact, the only house in astrology that is only about you. And that's what we are looking at. So I feel like this is a transformative kind of month for you on a personal level, on a very personal level. And then also we have your health showing up with the sixth house, your day-to-day routines, rituals, whatever it is, habits, right? Like, as we know, our habits build the foundation for that we're going to create the rest of our life on top of. So, you know, how do you go about your day-to-day? Those of you who have maybe employees, people who work beneath you inside of like under your umbrella of a company, even if they're freelancers, whatever it is, it's like employee type people. And for some people, pets, right? So this is what's up this month. And then we are looking at the beginning, middle, and end of the month. So beginning of the month, we have the Page of Cups. How fanciful. And then we have 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot card. We move into Justice card being the challenge, and the Page of Wands being your spiritual advice. So let's break this down. Starting in the beginning third of the month, we are seeing that there is this curiosity, there's this inquisitiveness, this kind of daydreamy, maybe even fantasy-like kind of experience where there's an imagining or a visioning into or a dreaming into what it is that you're wanting to maybe move towards in your life, about what feels good, like what feels like it draws your attention and your desire to explore in this way. And so when we're looking at the water suit and we're looking at the kind of curiosity that comes from the page cards, it's like, you know, maybe perhaps because of the retrogrades that we're inside of at the beginning of the month right now, there is this kind of feeling of, let me revisit what it is that feels good to me. Like, what does feel good to me? What feels good to me in terms of values? What feels good to me in terms of the life that I would like to create? Like, what just feels good to me overall? And like, how do I move towards that, right? And then we move into the middle third of the month and we have the 10 of Pentacles, and there's just like, I'm trying to build something, like the vibe of this is like, I'm trying to build something that's going to last and stand the test of time. I'm trying to build something that is, you know, creating a foundation, a stability, a groundedness for myself, you know, like creating not necessarily a legacy for children. I mean, if you have children, great, but like it could be just for yourself. Like, what are you creating for your life going forward? How are you securing your future? In what ways are you financially secure, or in what ways are you creating other structures that are going to be financially or just like stability supportive, right? And then we move into the last part of the month, and there is this like call for you to be in alignment with yourself on multiple levels, right? Not just like whatever you want to call like spiritually, whether you call that your higher self or the universe or the cosmos or whatever it is, but like is what you connect with on a grander level, plus like what you think and what you speak and what you feel and what you do, right? Because of your will, your solar plexus, are all of these levels aligned? Because what you're being called to is like, if you want forward momentum, you have to be aligned on all of these levels in a way that makes sense. This cannot be in a way that is rushed. This cannot be in a way that is rash. This cannot be in a way that is unstable and ungrounded. No, this has to be grounded. And this is definitely something that is related to your identity. This is something that is going to affect you on a health level. This is something that's going to help you like affect you on a day-to-day level, but it's also something that's going to be like, you are changed after this month in some way. There is something that is different. And also the challenge that we see coming up is like, are you staying true to yourself? Are you true to your word? Are you true to what you say? Are you being diplomatic? Are you balanced and tactful and fair about how you are interacting with other people as you go about pursuing these things in your life? And you might feel like there are points where you feel challenged for like coming up against, maybe you feel compromised in some way. Maybe it feels hard for you to stick to that. And you might feel like challenged or confronted by that in a way that has you have to step into that role. Your spiritual advice is to reconnect with the things that, and I remember this coming up for Libras maybe a couple months ago or something like that, but like there is this like, hey, you need to reconnect with the things that light up your soul. You know, the Page of Wands is like, I want to adventure and travel and explore and touch everything that lights up my curiosity, and I want to study and I want to like, you know, do all these things. It's like, it reminds me of being in like mid to late 20s, but definitely into even mid 30s. It's just like very much that passionate, like I'm going for what I want, I'm touching everything that makes me feel alive kind of energy. And so you're being reminded to tap into that and to like touch in with that. I really love the color combinations that bring that together and the ones that bring these together. So I look at things like that. But anyway, I hope that this feels clear and helpful and insightful in some way. And if it does, please give the video a like. It helps me with the algorithm gods as I go forward. And while you're there, why not subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these videos on the horizon. So definitely go check out they're approximately 5-minute videos for the bi-weeklies. I just put them out a couple of days before the beginning of September. So it goes from this one, last one will be from the full blue moon to the new moon in mid-September. So definitely go check that out. It's an extra layer of information. And also down in the description box below, I have my, for those of you who don't follow me on social media, my dad is 83 and lost everything in the Lahaina fires. And so we are trying to get him, just like solid. Starting over again at his life, at this point in his life. And so if you feel called to, if you feel open to, or so inclined to share his GoFundMe with your community or your friends, that would be lovely. And if not, no stress, no pressure, no worries, but I'm just trying to get the word out there. So thank you for your time. Thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.